game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome everyone to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Volunteers will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Vanderbilt's offense will get the first crack at it here. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Pulls it in. It's Hoskins. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They'll go to the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Using his legs, it's Alexander. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. To the air, it's Pavia. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. The Commodores decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets it out of there for the first time today and didn't see much of him that loss a week ago. Called on just once. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense has the ball for the first time. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Here comes the heat. Catch in the middle, it's Richardson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Commodores will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own one. Hauls it in.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
Turning it on. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. And the Vols come to the line in the hurry-up. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range if people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle it?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. The 2024 season for Tennessee had some highs, wins over Bama, Florida, and Oklahoma. Man, did it end with a thud. They got clipped by the Ohio State buzzsaw and then suffered the big shocker of the offseason with Nico Iamaleava jumping into the transfer portal.
Yeah, I don't know that there was a more interesting offseason than in Knoxville. The quarterback spot, the drama, the back and forth, and Nico leaves, and then Joey Aguirre, he goes to UCLA, Nico, and now the guy who transferred there transfers to Tennessee. So quarterback roulette, and Tennessee has a new guy.
There are things I expected to remain consistent, at least with Tennessee, though. Tim Banks is going to do a great job at defensive coordinator on that side of the ball. And you know Tennessee's going to run it as well. So I know a lot of question marks around the quarterback spot. But there are other facets to this team that make them very dangerous.
Here's a heat. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Pavia. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown ball! The defense gets it done with a huge interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Fitzgerald. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Got the quick completion. Breaks into the open. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Richardson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Richardson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Commodores send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Back to pass, it's Aguilar. Looking left. It's caught. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Got it in the middle, it's Matthews. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Vols will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Fires to the big fella. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 15, and that gives him some more room to work. And the Commodores in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Caught in the backfield, it's Richardson. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Alexander. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. To the air. It's Pavia. Quickly to the tight end. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sherrill. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. One more snap coming before halftime. On 4th down, going to the air. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Commodores will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here is the Tennessee offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Looking for a man. It's Pavia. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. The noise level is relentless here on second down. The play action fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Hoskins. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. He'll pull it on the read. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
That ball carrier is fairly lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Spence. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It's third and goal and third and long. Got it in the middle, it's Stowers. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Coming out with it, it's Matthews. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Backed up now, here's second and long. Here's the handoff. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. The Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up. To throw, it's Aguilar. He's got it down the left. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Volunteers are facing 3rd and inches. Just keeps slinging it. Under fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Staley. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit there.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smarter.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Richardson. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. To the air, it's Pavia. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got his man on the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Commodores are marching down the field. A run for the quarterback. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And this offense, man, they talked about it coming out of half. They wanted to get their guy into a rhythm. To do that, man, you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. He's been hit a lot. He hasn't made that many plays throughout this football game. They got to do a better job of protecting their guy.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Richardson. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Commodores pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Got it behind the line. It's Richardson. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He caught it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Vandy. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Creates a little space. There he goes! And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory and now threatening to get the score.
And this offense tries to run and unsuccessful. Nice defense up front. Nice job playing the run and the pass in a passing-type situation. Offense, they've got to get a little bit aggressive here. They need points on the board late.
They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. And the Vols can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll keep it himself. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The offense uses a timeout, 15 seconds left to play. The Vols getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. The field goal is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And that's a frustrating miss. The offense does their job, man. Gets them in position, tried to score a touchdown, tried to go get the win, but trying to tie it up in the last second, got him in range, and the kicker, he just missed it. He missed the opportunity, and this one's over.
They took it right down to the wire. Final game of the season, but they are now bowl eligible, and they can cash in on those extra practices and bonding time.
It's really a great moment. Like, you worked so hard, and listen, this team, the season didn't go exactly how they wanted it to go, but to end on a high note is really good. And yes, Palmer, talking about those moments, the free vacation, the hotel, the new spot, the new things you get to do, the practice is fine, but extra time with your boys.
No doubt about it. Memories that will last a lifetime. The bowl experience is something today in the college football playoff that gets overlooked a lot, but it still means